think men should have a period in their life where it's like, she's hot, so I want to have sex with her because she's hot. And that's okay to do that for a while. But when you want to build a business or have a family, we need to pick a different type of woman. And if you want to take a chance, and you are taking,
no one needs to hear this more than me right now.
yeah. So when you go with a low probabilistic move, which is a woman who's been with a lot of partners, it's just one of these things. So I'm gonna get even more scientific.
Yeah.
When men have sex, on average, we have a large dopamine release when we have sexual intercourse with women. That's why when we want to have sexual variety, because 1 or 2 or 3
Pussy
women.
smells pussy is a real thing.
Yes. So we want that. So we have a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
The oxytocin hit we have is real, but it's not that big. For women, it's a dopamine hit, but it's this massive oxytocin hit that causes whenever she has a new partner. And that's why women tend to be able to cling to men that they have sex with the first time. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
That power get lessons every single time.
My girl last night, she met my parents today already.
Yeah. Yeah. So every time she
I'm
has
not lying.
every time she has a new partner, the oxytocin release becomes less and less, and her ability to pair bond becomes less and less. And also, when she gets into the marriage, there's these points where she can actually see options to get out. Well, there's nothing wrong with her saying, like, we're gonna live in a free country. If you want to get divorced, I understand.
Yeah.
But my point is, there is a direct correlation between a high body count and a woman cheating. There just is. And according to Dr. David Buss, in that book, well, not that book, the book's called Evolution of Desire, the number one correlation for a man or a woman cheating is how many previous sexual partners they had.
For a man, too.
Well, so the difference for a man is this. Men do not file for divorce more when they've had more sexual partners, because men don't file for divorce. Women file for divorce.
They crave more.
80% of the time, women file for divorce.
Okay.
The difference is for a man is that a man will have more sexual partners, who has more sexual partners is more likely to cheat, but it's not because he had more sexual partners. It's because he can have more sexual partners. Just follow me for this. The guy who gets married, who is the assistant manager at Walmart in Des Moines, doesn't have options to cheat before he gets married, so he doesn't have options to cheat after he gets married,
right.
so he doesn't cheat.
Right.
So it seems like there's a correlation between his low body count and him not cheating, but that's not it. It's a correlation between no options and no options.
It's low opportunity.
Yes, low opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you take a guy who's a billionaire who's fucked 300 girls, and then he moves in with his wife in Bel Air and they go to the Playboy Mansion every week with Hef, that guy is more likely to cheat.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for women, it is a function of just like there's a hormonal difference. For men, it's a function of opportunity. Most men can't cheat. Only about 20% of men cheat in a marriage. People are like shocked when I say that.
But
number.
women do.
Women know it's about 13%. Women don't cheat as much often.
Is it that low?
For women in a marriage.
I read that 58% of marriages have.
Okay,
have
so this is, I've read this too. So the issue with this is that like,
or is it relationships?
Yeah, the
Is it marriages?
relationship. So 56% of marriages end
because of cheating.
No, but they end. Period. And so a lot of times what will happen is people will get divorced instead of cheat. That happens a lot. Or
Right.
people will just stop having sex and still fantasize about other people. The actual act of putting a penis into someone else, it's not as often as you think. Men still do it more than women, but women do it more when they've had previous sexual partners. That's it. So that's the thing that you can ask yourself is like, do you want to do this? Bro, like, again, I've had great times with girls that have been with lots of dudes, and I understand that, I get it, but like, I just didn't want to marry them.
Right.
That's it. That's just the decision that I made. I don't judge them. I just don't want to marry them.
Yeah.
People get so offended by this, but like the IFS does a survey and so does Dr. Buss, and like they're very clear. And the point is, like, even if you don't believe in the surveys, and they're scientific surveys with thousands of people, then find a survey that says something else. What you should do is find a survey that the girl with the 50 body count who has a 0 correlation to divorce.
Well, I wonder
and
if
you
who's mad
won't
about
find it.
I wonder if it's the low body count girls that are mad about what you're saying.
The low body count,
They're
why?
not
No, they should be
upset.
happy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying
it's funny.
fantastic.
Yeah, low body count girls are never complaining about
They're
this
never
issue.
like, what are you talking about, Mike?
Yes. Yes.
It's the ones with 1,000 bodies being like, no. That's not true. I'm a great wife.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, man. And they might be a great wife for a small amount of time, but the problem is when there's struggles, they're just so quick to like let the struggles go, right?